Hello, friends. I am here. Let's wait for a couple seconds to let people file in, but welcome. Thanks for being here. And we'll get started in a second. Okay, it sounds like everything is working. Hey, that was a tough one. But I'll talk about it as you guys are filling in right now. As you guys are filling in, let me know how many times did we hit the post today, by the way? Was it 3? Was it 5? Was it 6? How did anyone actually count how many posts we hit? And yeah, Dexter, by the way, do you have your game schedule yet? Because Sean and I want to come out and try and watch you. Sean was going to make even some signs and try and make you laugh, but we don't want to distract you while you're on the pitch. So Dexter, do you have your schedule yet? It was 100 posts. It felt like it. It felt like it for sure. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to chop down my intro a little bit so I can get to... Okay, the extra schedule still doesn't come out yet. Yeah, I'll start. I'm going to cut down my intro a little bit. So my goal is to get to all of your questions by the 10-minute mark, if that makes sense. And yes, Addy, as Addy said, smash that like button. Hey everyone, I am Canuck Clay. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary live on a Sunday night, November the 21st, on a night where the Canucks lost to the Chicago Blackhawks 1-0. I was at the game in some pretty sweet seats, but I will talk about that in a second. So first off, thank you for being here. If you're new, this is what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. And I want to give a shout out to the moderators first and foremost. Always appreciate you. Never know how busy you're going to be on any given night, but moderators, thank you. And thanks for the work you do. And like I always say, remember, if you're not sure if you should delete something, if it's homophobic, racist, sexist, or in another language, go ahead and do so. Otherwise, let it go and let me deal with that, if that makes sense. So moderators, thank you. Shout out to my sponsors, Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up now for a free 7-day trial. That link is always in the videos, and you can see it right there. performandtransform.ca/Canuck Clay. Shout out to Jason and Van City Experts Real Estate Group. Not sure if he's going to be in here tonight, but I always appreciate Jason and how much he supports me and this channel and the people in it. Also to Gassy Jack Art, creator of those wonderful pieces of art that you see there, and to Monkey 9 Brewing, my eternal sponsor as well. Also, to my hero members, nucksfan number 29, Justin Credible, Lucas Gates, and Andrew Chang. Hall of Fame members, Jens95, Simalexander, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, Carol Bovenlander, and Hsmfangirl Gaming. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all members of all levels. And if you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or in my videos, on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. And don't forget, we got our Zoom chat tomorrow night, 8:45, as you see, 8:45 Pacific, for Franchise Hall of Fame and Hero members. And for all of you, no matter where you're watching from, if you're in my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, in the province, in the country, on the continent, or around the world, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do not take you for granted. I have not... Oh, that's great, Shannon. 5 pounds down. That's amazing. I do not take it for granted. I know that you could be watching anyone else, doing anything else, but the fact that you are here with me on a Sunday night, I appreciate you. So, like this video, like the fact that we're together, like the fact that the Canucks put in a decent effort, although they didn't win, and like the fact that we can hang out on a Sunday night for the next hour. Okay, I'm going to talk about a couple things, and then by the 10-minute mark, I'll cut myself off. Not literally, but figuratively, and then I'll turn it over to you. So hold your Canucks and hockey-related questions until the 10-minute mark, until I say go. If you don't mind, that would be great. Thank you. Okay. Oh, by the way, on Friday, it was fun that we did that impromptu live stream from my office, but I will never again start with some recorded music because it got flagged for copyright because I stupidly was playing Kool and the Gang Celebration, dancing and bobbing along to it. And then, of course, as soon as I stopped the stream, I got the copyright notice. No big deal. I don't do it to make money or whatever, but it basically said donations were fine, but any viewership revenue I won't get. So good lesson learned, but that's okay. I will survive. Stupid copyright. Exactly, Lucas. By the way, it was kind of funny. Sean was telling me that it was a good test for him on Friday night when I picked him and Fernanda up from the restaurant. How I think it's a 7 to 10 second delay. So it was like he was texting me, I was reading it, but then he was already replying to my text because of the delay before I even heard it. You guys kind of know it. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's talk about tonight. And don't forget to like this video. We're at 13 likes. We're at 40 people. So let's get that likes up to 20. Like the fact that we are here together tonight. Like the fact that I'm good looking, you're good looking, we're all good looking because we're part of the GLCPC. Okay, I was at tonight's game courtesy of C Edits. So originally it was going to be her and me going to go to the game together, and then she couldn't go anymore. So she gave both tickets to me, which I was grateful for. And then so I brought my lovely wife, Gail, and we sat in the first row in the Zamboni tunnel. So if you're watching TV, it's the side on the right. And of course, I know they put those fake digital ads up on the screen, on the glass. But you could see me and Gail every time the puck went behind the net. It was kind of funny. And great seat. So I was right next to the Zamboni tunnel. And I was there when I could see Marie. Marie came out to sing the anthem, and she walked right by me. We gave the fist bump. And if you saw on Twitter, I posted a quick 30-second clip of her finishing off "O Canada" and then walking back to the tunnel. So wonderful seats. Thank you, C Edits. I'm not sure if she's going to be in the live stream tonight, but I appreciate her nonetheless. Lee says Clay's a stud. Well, thank you. I like to think so. And hello, Jason. Glad that you are here. Steve, welcome as well. So even before the game, Marie sang the anthem. She was great. Really funny. The last two anthem singers, they've had trouble, right? 2 games ago, they were playing highlights of the Canada win over Mexico, and then she messed up her anthem a little bit. And then last time on Friday, the girls started giggling in the middle of her anthem. They're both decent singers, but it was great to see and hear Marie tonight as well. Man, and how have you not jumped ship? You can't. If you're the founder of the GLCPC, you just got to stick it through. It doesn't mean you can't be upset. You can come in. Why are you here? You want to be on the stream?
No.
Lucas, Hero, thank you for the donation, $5. Clay, yes, it was a shutout, but to be honest, it was a super low-scoring night. Just a lot of bad bounces and tons of opportunities. Yes, and some post-2. Kayla, come here while you're in here. Just say hello to everyone. You don't have to stay, I promise. Just say hi. Come in here. You look fine.
Hi.
No, you got to be in the screen.
Oh,
no,
am I not?
no, it's delayed.
I am.
Yeah, say hi again.
Hi.
What do you get? Give me that doll. Yeah, don't say. Okay, for those of you that were here from our 24-hour live stream, you remember her. What was her name again?
Rapunzel.
This is Rapunzel. More like Redumzel. Well, she scares me with her hair. This is ridiculous. So, Lucas, thanks a lot for the $5 donation. Once again, Lucas is saying hi. Shannon's saying hi. They're all saying hi to you.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Hi.
Okay. See you later. See you later. Okay. So Rapunzel's going to be here with me for a few minutes until I get too scared of her just staring right into the camera. So great seats, courtesy of C Edits. Marie did great anthems. And the Canucks actually had a decent effort. They outshot Chicago 40-24. We're not going to blame Demko on that one Chicago goal. It got tipped from in front of the net by the guy. So Demko couldn't see it because that was right in front of me. I could see Tyler Myers blocking Demko. Myers' big guy, right? So blocking Demko's view. I thought our penalty kill looked good. We went 3 for 3. I thought our power play, despite going 0 for 3, it wasn't bad. It got chances. I thought Connor Garland was by far the most noticeable Canucks player on the ice. I thought Petey was good, still a little tentative, but there was that one shift at the end of the second period where it was Petey, Podkolzin, and Garland controlling the ice for about a minute or so. I thought that was good. So maybe that's a line that they go to on Wednesday when the Canucks play next. So there's some positive for sure. I'm just watching the clock. I got 40 more seconds. But the biggest negative is the Canucks lost. They lost 1-0. And the crazy thing is, or the very profound thing is, or pointed, whatever word you want to use, poignant. Remember they said, we'll see how we do at the end of this homestand. Well, as much as they played better on the homestand, maybe not against Colorado, but they won on Friday against Winnipeg, and they lost today, but they had a better effort. They're still 1-2. So they won 1, lost 2. They fall even further in the playoff race, and that's what scares me. Okay, Lucas says, okay, quickly, before I get to your questions, we're at the 10-minute mark. Really quick poll. It's my favorite. Yes or no. I'm not even going to bother typing it out. Just yes or no. Put it in the chat. No, I better type it out so it doesn't clog up the chat. So hold your questions. Is the question I'm going to type up is this. You'll see it in the chat in a second. Okay, so whatever the majority is what I will do. So there's the poll question right now. You have a minute to vote, and then I'll get to your questions. The question is, should I get rid of the doll? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, I won't destroy her, but I will move her to the side. If the Lucas, well, you got to vote, Lucas. If the answer is no, I will keep her on for the next little bit. Dexter says, I couldn't see you when the puck went behind the net because how dark it is there, especially with you in your black. I saw you during a replay with you staring at your phone. Yes, I was on the Jumbotron 3 times. One of them, I was on my phone trying to make plans to meet up with someone, actually. One of them, they put a big blue graphic in front of my face. How do you do that to the founder of the GLCPC? And one of them, I was able to give the thumbs up to the Jumbotron. So that was kind of cool. I finally got to do it. Steve says, predict 5 straight. Attaboy Gates. Today's loss was like Canucks played badly. It was a good game, just unlucky bounces. 0 execution by the Canucks, says Nexus Kai. Solid game. Don't understand why Green started to throw the blender out in third when the lines were rolling. Yeah, Petey, Garland, and Pods. In response to Steve, I see my hometown Leafs like it would get rid of it, burn it. What's the doll there for? No, don't get rid of it. It's scary. I voted. Okay, so let's see. The final vote is, should I get rid of the doll? Yeah, 2/3. 40 of you voted. 67% said yes. So Rapunzel goes off to the side. The backstory is, I think I brought her onto the 24-hour live stream, but I listened to all of you. She is now gone. Although she's still staring at me from the side, and I'm getting a funny feeling for sure. Okay, asked me, Joey was at the game. Felt like they should have won with all the posts. Yes, like the effort, but they can't seem to win. The doll should be on the PK. Not sure what's scarier, the doll or the PK. Very good, you guys. Radumzel? Andrew. Rapunzel, not Radumzel. Jack, thoughts on trading Miller and Besser? I'm going to see where the Canucks are. But yes, we could restock our prospects for sure. I like Miller. Besser doesn't look right for sure. Lucas says bye-bye to the creep doll. Which 3 Canucks stood out to me? Garland, Petey, and Demko. Fangirl. Those were the 3. Garland, Petey, and Demko. Rapunzel's my favorite, says Steve. Derek, hey Clay, how patient do you think ownership management will be before we can start seeing changes? I think management is very patient because they don't want to get canned. It's how patient is ownership going to be? Because ownership has the ability to fire Benning management or to fire Green coaching. So we will see. But I think if they want to make the playoffs this year, they look no further than this 3-game homestand and where they played well, but they only won 1 game. So if they're impatient, we could see a move this week somehow. I thought Joey Regan was Joe Rogan. Dexter, that would be cool. Was the doll a gift? No, I think, I can't remember how he got this, but it's been since Kayla was a baby, so 14 years. Bo was always missing the net. Yes, Jay, and he doesn't pass a lot. I noticed he likes to do a lot on his own. He's got to get back to rushing the net and making good passes. Nahal, your wife was famous today on the Jumbotron. Unfortunately, you were blocked by... Exactly. Oh, Nahal, were you at the game? Yes. So Gail was on there 3 times, and I was on there 3 times as well. But one of them I was looking at my phone. One of them I got covered by a graphic, and the third one I was able to give the thumbs up. Death, taxes, and the Canucks, the 3 things that you can expect or make you sad. Johnny, I'm more ticked the Canucks robbed us of 2 hours. Clay, Johnny, you're very kind. I did say I was going to 2 hours, but admittedly, I have to edit a big video for work for tomorrow morning. So Eve, I'll be honest because I never lie to you guys. Even if the Canucks won, I may have had to cut this off after an hour only because that's an hour that I could be editing videos. I didn't do anything all weekend. And of course I realized that I got to get it done. So Johnny, you're very kind though. I appreciate it. We'll get a 2 hour in. Don't worry. Jason, caught the first 2 periods and it seemed like we were dominating on TV. Did it seem like that in person? Absolutely. Jason, we dominated the first 2 periods. Then the only lapse was the first 10 minutes of the third, and that's when Chicago scored. Yeah, no problem, Fangirl. Thanks for looking. Jack Maloney, I think we should fix up the defense and wingers for sure. Definitely not Garland. Garland has been very good. Nuts and bolts, the sad thing is whatever's happening to the team, getting mirrored to the province of BC. So be strong. BC will weather these storms. I like that. Lucas, I was supposed to be working tonight, but I was super exhausted. It's been such a busy run. Good. I'm glad you got the rest. That means you needed it, Lucas. You got to listen to your body and your mind. Good. Edmund, I still think Hamonic and Hughes look more comfortable with each other, better than Pullman and Hughes. Yeah, I like Hamonic and Hughes. Sat Shaw from Sportsnet was saying he didn't like Hamonic's game, but I thought he was okay, actually. They really need to stop singing the anthems. Nexus, you don't like, you're not an anthem guy. Edmund, any word of Hamonic will be on the coming trip? Betting to Travis got his double shot. Yes, he's not going at the start of the trip, but he'll be there at the end, so I'm sure he's waiting for his 2 weeks to expire. Dexter, do you think Meyer should have done a better job managing Hagel in front of the net when he tipped in the shot? Yeah, that happened right in front of me, and not only did Myers get in Demko's way, but he didn't tie up Hagel, so you could argue, I know it happens quickly, but yeah, you could have argued he could have done one or two things better, either tied up Hagel or moved him out of the way. Jason, this team needs to look itself in the mirror and have a come to yes moment. Is Dickinson injured? No, I didn't know. Did they say anything? Joey, I really like the play of Podkolzin tonight. Seemed confident in the puck despite a few giveaways. Yes, he's getting better. Absolutely. Peter Hughes, hey Clay, in the NBA, did you watch the altercation between LeBron and Stewart? LeBron elbowed Stewart's eye and Stewart got out of control and even tried fighting off the rest to get to... No, I will look at that after the stream. Thank you, Peter Hughes. Shannon likes the anthems. Blue Moon, who would be your first pick to replace Green? Babcock. Blue Moon, I've always said Bruce Boudreau or Dan Bylsma. Dexter, thoughts on Podkolzin's hit on Jones and Mott's hit on Jones? Yeah, did they make a big deal of it on the broadcast? I remember them happening, but I didn't think much of it. I just thought they were good hits. Is there a reason why you asked, Dexter? Let me know. No, I think as a captain, Bo really needs to start leading on the ice by example and start stepping his game up. You know, more people are saying that, Nahal. More people are saying that. Nexus still thinks the anthems are a terrible tradition. Mike saying sell the team. Andreas, did you listen to any hockey podcasts? Do you? I'm looking for some recommendations. I like Spittin' Chicklets and 32 Thoughts, but I need more. Yeah, Andreas, Canucks After Dark, definitely listen to that one. That's Parker and me. I also listen to Canucks Conversation. That's Quadrelli and Faber. And then Rink Wide, that's Andrew Watt and Jeff Patterson, and the Van Cass with Farhan Lodge and Thomas Drance. Those are the ones I do listen to regularly. Major Moose, this gave me more mad than the 7-1 game. Yikes. Dexter, Clay, how much better is it to hear Marie's anthem singing in person than on TV? Well, TV, it's fine because you get a clean audio feed. Live, you get more of a crowd reaction. So I always love live music, but Marie is great live or over the TV. So I'd say they're equal. Great question, Dexter. Christian, if you could go bowling with any Canucks player, who would it be and why? Horvat's my favorite player, but I don't know if he'd be the most entertaining to bowl with. I think Garland would be a lot of fun, actually, because we're about the same height. No, he's still taller than me. And I just think he'd be he seems like he's got a pretty cool personality. Let's go Garland. PD would be too competitive. Even if I beat him in bowling, I think I could beat PD in bowling, quite frankly. I think he might get really mad at me because he's so competitive. I've told you guys many stories about that. Oh, Edmund says Demko save percentage over 9. Fangirl, do you think that the game could be scoreless after 2 periods? Because I didn't think it would. Yeah, I have a feeling it was going to be tight. Fleury is good. Demko's good. Yeah, JT Miller, 19 points in 19 games. Yes. Who can get more back in return, Miller or Besser? Well, Miller's still got a year on his contract, only at 5.75 or whatever, or 5.5, whereas Besser is going to need a new contract. So that's going to be tougher to negotiate. But Besser is the younger player. I still think maybe Besser would be more highly valued. Dexter Clay, have you seen the picture of iMac and Aqua together? I saw that as well. Didn't think it was a big deal. Is the big deal because they got off the plane together or what? Jason, when this team turns it around, it will be too late. Yeah, it's been under betting. It's been 8 years. No, we can't expect Demko to save everything. He's going to let in some here and there. We need offense. You will never win. Yes. No, I feel bad for Demko. Even Halak. Halak's been playing quite well, yet the Canucks don't score for him. Jay likes Miller as a captain. Shannon, I thought Garland and PD and Hughes played well. Yeah, that's fair. Yep. Lucas, I've seen those pictures circulating. iMac and Francesco. It's like paparazzi. Major Moose, the Steve Dangle podcast. Yep, Steve Dangle's good. Jason, Marie is one of the best singers. I would take out one of I'd say Marie is the best singer. That's my humble opinion. Edmund, I admit as a fan of Mark Donnelly, but yeah, we know about his fate now. Yeah, a little bit made some interesting choices. Zach, what Canucks player do you think would make the best stand-up comedian? Well, when Roussel was here, he was funny. When Burrows was here, maybe it's the French guys. Now, JT Miller, he's quite sarcastic. I think actually Miller would be a good guy to bowl with as well. Dexter Clay, I like Marie's American anthem more than Canadian anthem because she kept it pretty simple. I think anthems aren't the place to express singing creativity, but to express your voice. That's fair. That's fair. Definitely, she's made a few changes to the Canadian anthem, a few runs, and then even a key change in the middle. I like it personally. But that's a fair comment, Dexter. Now, did you notice the Canucks were almost always shooting from the outside? A hot goalie's not going to let shots in. Yeah, they were not dangerous shots for sure. Thoughts on Hamonick's game? Dexter, that's the thing. I thought he was fine. I thought he was skating well. I thought he had some hits. But Sat Shaw at least said he didn't have a good game. So I don't know what his issue was. Shannon, I love watching the Canucks games and the ones at home. I really get excited when I hear Maria singing. She has a really great voice. Yep, I don't disagree. Deeper, I think you should be Captain Clay. Thank you. The passion and enthusiasm you show for the team is unparalleled. Yeah, maybe not going to be that effective on the ice, but I think I could be good in the room for sure. Something isn't right with Bo, Petey, and Besser. Yeah, I think Besser's game of those three concerns me the most. Jason, without Demko, I strongly believe we would be worse than Arizona. Perhaps. Dexter Marie is the best Canucks anthem singer by far. Yep. Jasper, do you think the Canucks will re-sign Besser? I think they will, but it's too bad that because he's under the old system, it's got to start at 7.5, but technically they don't have to. That's a good point. I still think they will, Jasper. Next says Miller's lack of ability to make a zone exit pass is costing the team points. Well, is that tonight's game? I can't remember how that started. Fangirl, in your opinion, what was the Canucks' best chance to score in tonight's game? I think it was when PD, Podkolzin, and Garland were buzzing. But PD hit the post, right? But someone hit the post right before him. Was it Hoglander or Pearson? I can't remember. Nick, maybe if Demko scored a few goals, we would win. Yeah, you can't do everything. Nahal, why does Besser always hit crossbars and posts? He's a bit too much of a sniper. Yeah, so he's good, but that's just more luck than anything. Dexter, what is your prediction on the percentage of PP goals Demko is allowed relative to all the goals he's allowed? Yeah, how many goals have the Canucks given up on the power play or PK? I don't know, maybe still, is it 50-50? Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, there's been some games where he's given up 2, but then there was that bad Vegas game. No, maybe it's more 60-40 regular strength. Marjorie, how are you? Are you surprised that Travis is still the head coach? A little bit. Do you also see the video of Francesco talking to PD on Instagram? I did see that. I can send it to you on Instagram. Thank you, Marjorie. No, I've seen it, but thank you for your offer. I appreciate that. I didn't think it was a big deal, quite frankly. Dexter, my granddad is old school and thinks anthems should be sung the proper way out of respect. I think some inflection, some modifications are fine as long as they're within reason. How was the atmosphere in the arena? It was pretty good. I think Friday was better because the Canucks were winning, but I thought it was pretty good tonight. Early game, 5 o'clock, so there are more kids in the stands than usual tonight. Next is Garland, Petey, and Pods was the best Canucks line. I agree. Andreas, did you find the seats close to the ice limit your view a bit? I find when I'm down there, I struggle to see when the puck was in. Yeah, Andreas, but I intentionally didn't look at the Jumbotron, although it's very tempting to do so. But yeah, certainly anytime you're that low, you have to, like I was sitting straight on because I was behind Demko. It is, the depth perception is the toughest, right? You simply don't know where players are in relation to other players. And then if you're too low on the side, you're always not seeing anything that's on the close side. So I do like my seats in 319 from a standpoint of you're able to see the whole play. Okay, I don't want to fall too far behind. Actually, I'm doing okay. I'm within 2 minutes. You think the Canucks should do something like Colorado when they decided to trade some core guys? I think it would really help the Canucks window to actually compete. Kai, yeah, they haven't shown a willingness to do that yet. Perhaps, desperate times call for desperate measures. GL Rebirth, Chicago made a coaching change and they've been 5-1. Is Vancouver keeping Green financially motivated? I think a little bit. You don't, because you got to still pay him even if it's not coaching. So then you're paying 2 coaches now, right? If you hire a new guy. Dave said when it comes to Green as head coach, replacing coaches doesn't guarantee success. That's fair. Fillmore, can things improve in December or at least change in staff or management next month? Yeah, they could. I think all things got to be on the table for sure. Mike says, if I was the Canucks owner, I would hire Clay as the general manager. Thank you, Mike. I think I could do a pretty good job, actually. VL, how risky would it be not to qualify Besser to get a lower price? I think that's pretty risky. I think there were a lot of teams be lining up to sign him. Jasper, where would you fit in if the Canucks management hired you in their management group? I actually think I could be a good PR person. I'm not sure if I could be a GM. Pretty good with math, but I don't. So could I be the salary cap guy? Maybe. Actually, maybe something in the analytics department. But I think my strength is with people, building relationships. So it'll probably be in either community partnerships or in PR. Fangirl, did you forget to send the link today for the Zoom chat? Nope, I didn't forget. I've said all along that I'll do it tonight or tomorrow morning. But thank you for asking, Fangirl. Look for it. I said in my vlog today, look for it tomorrow morning, please. Edmund, I truthfully don't like Dickinson with PD and Besser. Yeah, he's that line hasn't really clicked. Okay, so I don't fall behind. I'm going to go to questions and then I can come back if I need to. Victor, do you think the Canucks will move on from JT next year? I don't think so, because then he brings so much to the team, unless he doesn't want to sign here. And do you think they should? No, I don't think they should. If so, do you think they'll make a trade? If they don't think they're going to re-sign him after next year, then I think you do got to consider trading him. But he brings so much to the team right now. Benedict, the Canucks are not good this year. Yes, Nahal, I agree that Miller has been their best player. Dexter Clay, who has the bigger nose, the guy in Benedict's profile or Brad Marchand? Got to go with Marchand always. Derek saying PD still got to get better. I agree. Andreas likes Miller as well. I know David's a big Leafs fan, so he helps give Leafs perspective. Yes, that's true, Andreas. I don't want the Canucks to make a trade now because you're trading low for almost all the guys. Major Moose, what would be your lines for the Canucks? Before tonight, I've always said I want Lotto, then I want Horvat with Garland and Hoglander, then I want Dickinson, Podkolzin, Pearson, and then something like, if he was healthy, Sutter, Mott, and Highmore. But after what I saw tonight, I would try PD with Garland and Podkolzin. Then you could have Horvat. You could still have Horvat, Hoglander, Pearson, and then that would leave Miller, Besser, and Dickinson. Ooh, I don't like that third line. I gotta think about that. But I wouldn't mind seeing PD, Garland, Podkolzin get a shot. For sure. Hey, Marcus. Nice to see you. What type of player do the Canucks need? I think if anything, Fangirl, they need a good right shot defenseman. They're fine with on the left with Hughes and OEL. They need a true, really good right shot defenseman. PD's slump could be affecting Besser's game. Well, they are paired together a lot, Carlos. So I have time for that argument. Yeah, Andreas, I hear what you're saying, but that's they're hoping for Sutter, right? Victor, they can keep JT Miller and Bo because of some other money coming off the books. It's tight, but they can keep them. Dexter Clay, have you read the article by Canucks Army giving 9 reasons why the Canucks should trade Miller? No, I will look at that as well. So I got to look up LeBron fighting and that article. Who do you think is the second best player in the league? Regardless of points, I would go McDavid number 1, and then I'd go McKinnon number 2. Trade market is like the stock market. Yeah, you gotta buy low, sell high. When it was Canucks last time they cup, they have not won one. That's the problem. Zach Clay, do you think Green changes lines around too much? I feel like it's difficult for players to play with a different lineup. Yeah, it's hard to gain chemistry. I would like him to stick with lines, but then people will get impatient as well. So let's see if he goes to Pettersson, Podkolzin, Garland next time. Andreas thinks Myers is underrated. David says, if the Leafs end up not re-signing their number one goalie, Campbell, do you think the Canucks should pursue him in the 22 offseason? Should Halak not be re-signed? I think they're great point, David. I like Jack Campbell a lot. My cousin Dusty has worked with Jack Campbell a lot in LA, but I think they're paving the way for Michael DiPietro next year. Hey, Carol, nice to see you. Daniel says trade Petey. Jason says they're missing chemistry. Yeah, Jay, OEL, yeah, I didn't mention it yet, but I mentioned in my vlog real quickly. OEL was well, did play well. Henrik, Clay, pick me up, feeling a bit blue after this game. What are some positive? How about this? Here's a good thing. Over their 50-50 draws, it was 900 grand, so half of that 450, and tonight was another 650, so another 325. So the Canucks have raised almost 800. Canucks fans have raised almost 800 grand to help the Abbotsford and BC flood victims. I think that's awesome. Over the past two 50-50s. Dexter, I didn't know Lamico played on the penalty kill. I should pay more attention. Yeah, that's well, everyone did if they went 3 for 3. Jason thinks it's a team chemistry thing. Top 3 basketball players of all time. Well, Benedict, usually I answer this and ask me anything, but just for you, of all time, you got to go Michael Jordan. All time. Do you put Wilt Chamberlain in there? Like, there are guys that are good, like Kobe, LeBron, Larry Bird. I'd say those are in the bottom, maybe 6 through 10. LeBron's getting up there, though. I think I go Michael Jordan, I go Wilt Chamberlain, and maybe like Shaq or Oscar Robertson or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I don't know who my third would be. What about Miller, Horvat, Besser, Hoggs? Yeah, and then Petey and Dickinson as your centers? Maybe. So if you go Miller, Horvat, Besser, then you go Petey, Garland, Podkolzin. That leaves Dickinson between Pearson and Hoglander. So basically you're switching Dickinson and Horvat. Maybe. Dexter Clay, I know Travis Green loves the line blender, but do you think he should invest in a real blender and make some healthy smoothies? Just not going to comment on Travis Green's diet. Do you agree with Green's statement post-game that the Canucks play like this, they would win 9 out of 10 games? I think that's a little bit optimistic, but I hear what he's trying to say is that he liked the way the team played, and I don't disagree with that. But yeah, it's hard to say it's 9 out of every 10 games for sure. When can we expect the Canucks to become contenders? Nick, they were supposed to do that this year. So can you turn it around in 1 or 2 years as opposed to a full rebuild? I don't know. That's tough. Trade scenario from Johnny Canuck, Barzell, Trotz, and a second round pick for Petey and Green. Who says no? Barzell is good. Trotz is good. I don't know. Maybe I say no. MJ, LeBron, and Kareem. Yeah, so Dexter. Yeah, okay. That's a good list. C edits. Hello. Let's give some love for C edits. 2 C edits. I hope you don't mind, and I think people knew that I mentioned right off the bat that the tickets were from you, and I appreciate you. So yeah, we'll keep our exchange private, but you know what my thought is about how to. Yeah, okay, we'll just stop it there. But thank you, C edits. I wish we saw a goal. We saw 1 goal, but it was the wrong team. But wonderful seats. Seek, nice to see you. And yes, unfortunately, this is a lot of what we had. Next is the Kobe disrespect is real. Next is I like Kobe, but is he a top 3 player of all time? Top 3? I'll give you top 5 or top 10 for sure. Benedict says LeBron's 5th. That's fair. Yes, bright side is indeed no power play goals against. Jason, Canucks not winning is not compared to real problems. COVID, exactly. Perspective is important. Canucks are only greater than Costco toilet paper. I like Costco toilet paper, actually. Okay, but we won't go there for now. Andreas, have you listened to Dango's podcast where he argues that Aquilinis are the problem, not Benning or Green? I think that's fair. I think he's not alone in thinking that for sure. Dexter, did you watch Hot Takes Hockey's video he made on the Canucks? No, I didn't, Dexter. Tell me what it was about. Oh, okay. Storm going up north. Thank you, C-Edits, once again. Am I willing to go through 3 straight lottery tank years for a string of successful years? At this point, yeah. Of course, you can't guarantee it, but if I knew that we'd be contenders after it, I would, actually. I really would. Not say the T word, but it's funny. Donnie and Dolly were arguing. Don Taylor thinks that the fans would support a rebuild, and Dolly Wall says no. Or I might have it backwards, but I know one of them thought fans would, and one of them would. Actually, that's a good question. Would you support a rebuild right now? That's a really good question, actually. C-Edits is indeed a legend. Susan doesn't like Myers. Just skipping the statement. I love the comments and you guys talking to each other. That is awesome. LeBron loves to dive. Yeah, he gets knocked down quite a bit for such a strong man. Yeah, Jason, your humor is generally okay. Oh no, wait, what am I talking about? You're my main sponsor. All your jokes are funny, Jason. Thoughts on Fleury after seeing him tonight? Would you be confident in him as Team Canada goalie? I'm getting myself mad because I dropped him from my fantasy league at the start of the year when Chicago was so bad. He was good. I don't think the Canucks tested him completely. He didn't make amazing saves, but he was solid. And I'd have no problem if he was one of the Team Canada goalies. Great question. Great question. No, I've not seen the Making a Manager Jim Benning. I'm not aware of that. Should the Canucks go for Bedard? Do you mean by Tanking? I don't know. I don't think that always works. Okay, yeah, I'll put a poll question up now. That's fair. I know some of you are already answering, which is great. Oh shoot! I just put a poll up that didn't make any sense. End poll. Okay, let's try this again. Would you support a full rebuild? Okay, let's see how that one goes. Would you support a full rebuild? Let's see what happens. All right, let's keep on going. Yes, I saw that Aqua and PD video. So a lot of people supporting in comments. So let's see if that's what the votes say. Yeah, Nexus. The tricky thing is if the Canucks are fighting, close to a playoff spot, will Jim Benning actually pull the trigger on a trade? Some saying we don't have to tear it down. Dogwood says, yeah, we can't because we don't have anything to rebuild with. The post. It was funny. I actually saw Fleury rubbing the post. It sounds bad, but he was rubbing the post, kind of giving them a thank you. Peter Hughes, I will not make a poll about that T word. If the Canucks win 4 of the next 5 road games, so does that mean they have 14 and 19? That means they would get to 22 in 23. That's not even 500 yet. I'd feel a little bit better, but I still wouldn't be that confident, to be honest with you. AJ, hi Clay. At the game, there was a video of what? AJ, finish that thought. There was a game. At the game, there was a video. Depends how many years. What does Dexter say? Canucks need one. Rebuild. Next it says yes. See, were there any chance at the game tonight? The only one I heard was in the third period, and it got drowned out pretty quick by that shot songs. Yeah, but I only heard one. And it was in the third period. I'm not sure if it came out on TV. All right, let's end this poll. What does it say? 60-40 with 42 votes. Okay, so 60% of you are actually saying you would support a full rebuild. Surprised it's that high, but I trust you. I trust you. Oh, here it is. AJ. There's a video at the start of the game. It was like from an old Origin era, and it was very hype and gave chills. If you're talking about the Marvel one, you can just look it up on the Canucks YouTube channel. It's there. It's the opening. If it's the Marvel one. Next is, does this look like a team that is close to fighting for a playoff spot? No, I don't think so right now. So a lot of people are not happy. Thoughts of Mangiapane lighting up the season now being given Olympic. Yeah, I like Mangiapane a lot. C edits, despite him playing for my least favorite team, but I don't. Who's giving him consideration? Did they talk about that on TV? I don't know. I still think there's a lot of players that are better than him. Sick, honest reflecting back on the good times now. The West Coast Express and Gillis seemed like a nice dream. You'd have all sleeping in a haunted house or something. I didn't go that deep, but I hear what you're saying. I long for those games as well. Peter, all right, it's time for the Canucks to hire your son, Sean. Peter, Sean and I were talking. I can't see your avatar. Are you Peter from our bowling league, or are you a different Peter Wynn? Let me know, Peter, if you're the Peter from bowling. We think you are, but we're not sure. Hey, Windy City Hockey, welcome. Yeah. No, Chicago. Yeah. Marc-Andre Fleury was good. Thoughts on Tom Wilson? No, thank you. Not for Team Canada. Get Alphonso Davies in left back. He would be good. I'm not sure how good of a skater he is, though. Jason. Okay, I better read this. If the Canucks win every single game on the upcoming road trip, so it is a 5-gamer, my group will sponsor something massive for everyone in this chat. You could hold me to it. So, Jason, to make it, just so I'm clear, is it only people that were on this chat here tonight, or is it something that will build up over the next 5 games? So, if the Canucks win every single game on the 5-game road trip, Jason pledges that his group will do something for everyone in this chat. Okay, I don't know how we're going to monitor this. I could have set up a Google form, I guess. How are we going to do this? I'll have to think of something. Maybe just honor system. I could set up a quick Google form. No, I'll do that for next time where you just enter your name in here. No, that's too much work, but that is something I could do in the future. Yes, the Canucks did recently have a rebuild. Okay, I want to get onto the hour tonight. I want to get to Ask Me Anything in 2 minutes. So let me just scan for questions. Top 3 Vezina candidates. Markstrom. Yeah, Markstrom is looking outstanding. C edits. Let me just pull up some stats right now of the entire league. So how do I get there? Oh, here, goalies. Yeah, Frederick Anderson maybe, because Carolina is playing so well. So I'll go Markstrom, Anderson. Yeah, it's tough to say. Markstrom has been really good, and you can't argue with his 5 shutouts, right? Bobrovsky's actually been good because Florida's really good. Maybe those 3, at least to start off. Bobrovsky, Markstrom, and Anderson. Maybe. Do you think the Canucks with this core can ever contend? I thought so, Hall. I really did. Dexter, once Pearson and Miller are gone, the top 6 could be Hoglander, Pearson, Pettersson, Besser, Puckholz, Horvat, Garland, with Dickinson as your 3C. Yeah, but that looks a lot weaker without Miller, for sure. Peter, I'm the one who asked you about John Leeson. Oh, okay. Because we both, yes, I remember that, but we both a guy named Peter Wynn as well. Dexter's not very confident despite Jason's generosity. That's funny. The long list. Okay, that's fair, C edits. That's fair. Benedict, I need to buy Christmas gifts. Jason, I can't sponsor 8,100 people plus subs. I'm doing this because I truly believe everyone in here is a real fan and cares enough, Clay. Just text me. We'll figure out. Let them win one game first. Yeah, so Jason, I agree. I will text you. Maybe this is what we do, I think. And we'll talk about this. If we win the first 3, then we really got to start planning. So maybe we treat everyone on a certain live stream in a couple weeks from now. Then that would give me time to set up a Google form where people just simply enter their name if they're at the stream. Okay, yeah, Jay, I'll text you. We'll figure it out. Well, Dexter, since you are so skeptical, if the Canucks win all 5, you are not eligible. I'm just kidding. I love it, Jay. I love it. I love it. Fangirl, thank you for the $2.99 donation. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much. Carol says, hi, Clay. Do you think that they need to do more practicing on shooting in the net? Or do you think it's just being a defense? You know, it's so tough because I was at the game and Chicago did a really good job of blocking the shooting lanes. Some would say just shoot anyways, get a mucky goal, and make the defenseman or forward pay for blocking your shot. But then that shot gets blocked, it bounces the wrong way, you're out of position, and now it's an easy empty netter. So I get both sides for sure. Yes, Jay, we do have an amazing community thanks to people like you and everyone that's in here. Prizes, draws, food, drinks, tickets. Wow. Well, Jason, okay, you guys, we gotta win the next 5 for sure. I didn't know Boyd is on pace for 35 points. That's crazy. That is crazy. Another $5 donation from Lucas. Fleury's still good for his age. He's proving Vegas they made a mistake. That's a way to look at it. Yeah, and thanks again for the donation, Lucas. Chris, great time at the game. I was talking about it at the start. Great seats thanks to C Edits. Marie sang so well. Decent game, actually. Just wish we had won. Yes, Peter, would love to meet you. Benedict, thanks for being here. Edmund, Clay, are you still selling tickets? Yes, Edmund, I have 3 games in the new year. And should we just email you about what tickets? Yes, that's the easiest, Edmund. Shoot me an email. Do you still have my email address? If not, I'll just type it in real quick. Shoot me an email and then I can send you the list. So it's clayemo@shaw.ca. Of course, my email address actually has an @ sign. You don't type in the word @ You guys know that. Showtime loves treats. 5 is not unreasonable. Good. People are excited. That's good. C edits. Yeah, I did talk about it, but you gave me. I'll answer every single one of your questions tonight. It is Garland, Demko, and Petey for me. All right, let's wrap up the last Canucks questions, and we'll do 10 minutes of Ask Me Anything. Thanks again, Lucas and Fangirl, for the donations. Playing peekaboo at the side of the net. No, I didn't see that. And that was probably at the far end, so I wouldn't have seen that. That's funny. Yes, Jason, it's true. Got to keep things in perspective, yet we are in a much better mood when the Canucks win. Since we have back-to-back coming up in a week against Boston and Montreal, I would play... You know what I would do? I would go Demko, Pittsburgh, Columbus. I'd go Halak against Boston on the Saturday, and then go back to Demko, Montreal on the Sunday. That's what I would do. Shannon, thank you for the $5 donation. Believe in the Canucks as we can pull together win 5 games. They have improved Friday and tonight. Love it, Shannon, and thank you for the donation. Clay, what do you think about Fleury's game in net today? He was great. He didn't have to work... A lot of saves, but nothing crazy. But he was solid. He was good. Thoughts on Demko tonight? He was fine. See edits. He was fine. Good saves. And the one that beat him was a deflection. And we were talking about Myers should have either moved that guy out of the way or tied up his stick. One of the two. Sick, man. If Jason turns this season around and brings us back to the playoffs, we're going to throw him a party. Yes, I think if the Canucks win the next 5, Jason treats us, then we got to do something nice for Jason. Nick Roy and Nichushkin are 2 targets I would look at. Yeah, I like both those players, for sure. For sure. I heard a buzz. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe someone subscribed, which is nice. Steve with the early booyah. Would you ever do a collab with Shannon the hockey guy? Sure, I'd be open to it. But he's got to be open to it too. That came out the wrong way. That's not to say he's not open to it, but we haven't really talked about it yet. Yeah, Jason could be the TSN turning point. Who wins Movember, Myers or Mott? Oh, I haven't looked at either of their faces closely, but I'm going to guess Mott. Yes, let's, Lucas, that's a good segue. Let's move into Ask Me Anything now. So, anyone didn't Canucks hit 5 posts? They did. I didn't count them, but I just saw a lot of them happening. Susan, my boyfriend won't even let me see the games anymore. Well, that's not a good, no, I'm not going to judge your boyfriend. Let's go, yes, Carol, Clay, can you please text me when we have our individual group chats? I can't seem to email you. You should be able to email me, Carol. It's the same address that we've been emailing before. But yes, I'll remember to text you as well. And let's go to, imagine if any of those posts were goals. Let's go to, and do I miss Connor Garland's beard? No, I think he looks fine either way. Let's go to Ask Me Anything. So no more Canucks-related questions, no more hockey-related questions. I'll do this for 15 minutes max because then I do got to get some work done for tomorrow. Last hockey-related question. Cody, road trip predictions. Pittsburgh, Columbus, Boston, Montreal, and Ottawa. I say we go 3-2. I don't know which are the 3, but I say we go 3-2. But I'm not sure if that's enough to turn the season around. All right, Lucas starts us off with, since we're moving on a, whoops, where'd it go? If you never went into your career in the Catholic Church, what other career would it be in? Well, I was studying to become a chartered accountant. I failed out of that program, but I stayed in the firm working HR. I think I'd be good at HR director, recruiting, interviewing, pension, benefits, that kind of thing, health and wellness. So I think I have a career in human resources or communications. I think that's what I would do. Good question, Lucas. Thank you. Fangirl, did you enjoy Tick Tick Boom? Sadly, like Dear Evan Hansen, my movie theater won't be playing that. It's on Netflix. Fangirl, it's on Netflix, and it was outstanding. I loved it. Gail didn't like it so much. Jason says 5 out of 5 is the prediction. Dogwood giving relationship advice to Susan. 9-game winning streak says sick. Thoughts on the Whitecaps' quick postseason exit? Yeah, Kansas City is a very good team. I believe they're one of the highest scoring teams. I know Vancouver was a nice Cinderella story, but I think the better team won. Johnny, is it true after your 30s life gets less stressful and you truly find yourself and get comfortable with who you are? My 20s have been super stressful. Johnny, I think it's a great question. Wow, good deep question. I think it depends on the individual because it depends if you have family, it depends on your job situation. I definitely think that as I get older and wiser, I don't get so worked up about certain things. I don't have the energy to get worked up about certain things, and maybe that comes with some wisdom and some experience. Did you watch the Whitecaps game? Yeah, I watched a little bit. Sean watched the whole thing, Dexter. I was in and out of the room. Dogwood, Clay with HR. Oh, man, I hope you let people tell all the good jokes at work. Of course. We're going to have a joke hour every day. Cietis, would you rather be stuck in a cold tundra or desert? Stuck? Oh, gosh. If I knew I wasn't going to die, I'd rather be too warm than too cold. Yeah. I'd go desert. Peter, does your church have job opportunities at the moment? Yeah, we do. We do, Peter. But it's the Archdiocese, so it's not just one Catholic church. It's like the headquarters of the Catholic Church. But if you're serious about it, shoot me an email, and I can connect you. Again, I'll put my email in one more time. I should just put it in the pinned chat. But if any of you guys ever want to reach out to me, if you don't have me on social media, you can email me at clayemo@shaw.ca. Shannon, how is work going for you? It's going well. I really like it. Thank you, Shannon. I'm doing 40% communications and 60% ministry. How's the family doing? They're doing great, all growing. The 3 kids were at church tonight while Gail and I were at the game. And say hi to Mickey for me. I will. Mickey! Shannon says hi. Dexter, Clay, have you ever seen a cougar, a wolf, a bear, an elk, or a moose? Moose, yes. Bear, no. Elk, no. Wolf, no. Cougar, no. But I've seen a lion, and I've seen an elephant and a giraffe because I went on a 3-day safari, a tented safari. So it was really expensive. I got treated when I was in South Africa. I was in Johannesburg in 2008, and we went on a tented safari. So yes, I've seen a lion, elephant, giraffe. I haven't seen cougar, wolf, or bear. Edmund says, recommends the Ghostbusters movie. Thank you. Have you ever had sushi from Save on Foods? No, I have not had Save on Foods sushi. You tell me if it's good or bad. Coyote, maybe, but I don't know. Jason, when's the last time you drank alcohol or you ever drank alcohol? The truly drank, I've only drank twice in my life. No, once in my life on my own stag in Vegas. I didn't get drunk, so I don't know what my limit is actually. And what's funny is, I think I've told this story before. For my own stag, went to Vegas, a bunch of Catholic guys going to Vegas, but we gambled a bit, shopped, watched shows. And then we were at a club and they're playing the song called Tequila from Pee Wee Herman's movies. So the older people in here will know the song. So that song's called Tequila. So for that song, they're giving free tequila shots to anyone who want them. So I knew my friends were going to look for me. So I went to the washroom and I locked myself in a stall so they couldn't find me. That's how cool I am. Fangirl, do you think $24.99 is too much to rent Dear Evan Hansen? Yes. It's not worth it. It's not that good. I know you like the music, which I do too, but the movie's not that good. Are we expecting a great bowling performance? So, Peter, I don't get it. Are you the... Yes, you know John Lee's son, but are you... Did we talk about it at bowling? And expecting a great bowling performance? From me, I don't know. Long pattern is not my thing, so we'll see. We'll see. Now, Peter, I'm really confused. Did we talk about John in person or did we talk about John over the chat? Or are you the same Peter at bowling? Now I'm really confused. Let me know. Lucas, Clay, for any aspiring public speaker, what is your advice for someone who's building up his career? Practice, get gigs, speak as much as you can. Small gigs, big gigs. Practice, and carve out a niche. I think for you, Lucas, you're likely speaking on advocating for autism and those with autism and on all the work you're doing. That's great. But practice and get as many gigs as you can to start off. Then if you want to talk about actual mechanics of delivering talks, we can do that separately. But definitely get as many gigs as you can. And Clay, if I'm off work, may I join you at Lucky? Of course. Yeah, we got to figure out when that's going to be. Oh, wait, Lucas, are you talking about Bowling League or are you talking about for my meetup? Can you clarify? Tick, Tick, Boom is the story of Jonathan Larson. He was a director. He died when he was only 35 years old. He's the guy who made Rent. But the story is about his climb to get accepted, to get his name out. It was really good. It was a very creative movie, Carol. So if you have Netflix, I would recommend you watch it for sure. Edmund just said it's okay. Okay, that's good to know. I can't remember what we were asking about, but I remember asking you. Shoot, Edmund, what did I ask you about now? Where did you see a moose, Clay? I think it was when I was on the prairies for doing a talk. Like driving to the place, I think, but I don't even know now. Heck, maybe I didn't even see a moose. Maybe it was just a guy in a caution. No, I don't know. But I thought it was in the prairies, either Saskatchewan or Alberta. Do they have moose there? Fillmore, play tequila on piano. No, because my connection doesn't fit all the way over there. Jason, so you went clubbing in the 90s? I respect that. Not drinking or doing anything vice to something. Yeah, you know, I was the most popular guy at the club because all my friends knew that I would just sit. I would sit in the couches or in the seated section. They could leave all their jackets and their purses with me, and I would just sit there, drink pop, and then drive them home. I was the most popular guy. Carol, play. I think your jokes are really funny at the end of the stream. Thank you. I don't make all of them up. I get them from a website. Oh gosh, Dogwood, you can find cougars at a few bars. Very good, very good. See, Edits, when's the last time you went to a live concert? Ooh, probably. Gosh, I think it might have been Backstreet Boys, and I was watching from a suite in Rogers Arena, or it was one of those 90s concerts. I'm thinking of any Christian concerts I've been to, or maybe it was Matt Maher. Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago though. See, Edits for sure. Why, you want to take me to one? How much is gas in Canada? It's about $1.60 a liter right now. So there's 3.8 liters in a gallon, so 320. That's basically $6 a gallon. So that's pretty expensive. Okay, so Peter, you're not the guy at bowling. Okay, thank you. Graduated 2020, so you're in between my sons Sean and Jacob. Oh, just for fun at bowling, not league. Yeah, we'll connect. We'll make that connection one day, Lucas. No, Schmidt wasn't booed. See, he was fine. He wasn't booed. One of our goals went off of him. Yes, Easton, I saw that clip of Aquilini talking to Petey. See, this next place you would go for a road trip that you haven't seen already. Ooh, road trip that I haven't seen. If it's my family hasn't seen, we've talked about driving cross country to at least Toronto or Montreal because the family's never been to Ontario. And in the States, we've driven to California. Maybe we drive the kids to Arizona. I like Arizona a lot, actually. That's a good question. I don't know why I'm picking such far places. I don't think I'd drive up north, though. I think I'd drive east or drive south. No, I didn't see the Moose fiasco on Donnie and Dolly. Sorry. Yeah, Dexter's young, man. He's in high school still. Dexter, Clay, I'll be on the mainland this week, but I don't think I'll have an opportunity to use that $50 Monkey 9 gift card unless the schedule. Hey, remind me, did I give you that gift card yet, Dexter, or do I still owe it to you? I feel so bad now. Remind me, Dexter, because I know that you won it, but did I actually physically give it to you yet? Dexter, let me know, please. Thanks, Seek. Nice to see you. Yes, fangirl. For all those reasons, Tick Tick Boom is really good. Yeah, Jason, I'll drive you anywhere, man. For all you do for me, I'll drive you anywhere. $4.20 a gallon. Hoarding. Yep, some good chats about hoarding. Yeah, I don't know. When you see empty shelves, though, yes, it likely is hoarding. But then I also think that maybe some of those places, their truck hasn't come yet. But I hear what you're saying. Will, Clay, how did you get into playing piano? I've been playing since I was 4 years old. Yeah, I've been playing since 4 or 5 years old. My mom played, so I took lessons when I was younger. I quit once I got to high school, and I've been learning just by ear ever since. I should probably be a little better than I am. For those of you that are on Twitter or my Instagram, you saw me post pictures. We were with my best friends, Vidal and Andrea, yesterday. Really, really awesome people. I had some sushi, watched Tick Tick Boom. Andrea is an amazing pianist. She's way better than I am. She makes me look like a scrub. And she was teaching me some really cool jazz stuff last night. Yeah, love hanging out with Andrea and Vidal. So if you saw my pictures today. And then they are a very good looking couple. We are godparents to their daughter. They're godparents to Kayla. And someone, Dave Nordham on Twitter says, hey, Clay, do you have any friends that aren't good looking? So it's a nice compliment to Andrea and Vidal. Not to me, I guess. Is there a Canadian soda that isn't sold in the U.S.? That's a good question. I don't know, actually. That's a really good question. I don't know, Ellie Women's Hoops. Someone else might know. Dexter, you haven't given it to me, but you said you'd wait until I came over. Okay, so Dexter, yes, remind me. We'll get it to you when you come over. Lucas, yeah, China, crazy. Peter, Brock Besser and Petey will both score Wednesday, and if not, Clay will do 15 push-ups. Oh, me and Clay. No, Peter, just volunteer yourself. Okay, maybe I'll do 15 push-ups on the stream then if one of them doesn't score. We'll see. But don't get me to do any physical challenges because I might hurt myself. Yeah, same here, Shannon, but the 30 liters of gas. Yeah. Okay, we're already 11:05. I think we're at a good space. Thanks, everyone. So thank you for the donations. That was tonight. I believe that was Lucas, Fangirl, and Shannon. Thank you for the donations. Thanks to everyone who's a new subscriber. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you for being here tonight. Moderators, thank you. Sponsors, thank you. I know Jason's in the chat, which is pretty cool. And yeah, like I said, even if the Canucks won, which they didn't, I might have to cut it off around now because I do got to do about a couple hours of video editing as well. So Dexter, make sure that you you send me your schedule. Edmund, does your trainer recommend protein shakes? No, not intentionally. Not intentionally. And he doesn't meal prep for you. He encourages us to meal prep ourselves and we send it to him. But I don't eat carbs from dinner time on. Okay, so don't forget, Jason says if the Canucks win all 5 games on their road trip, that starts on Wednesday, he's going to do something nice for the people in the stream. So we will build up to that, but we will see. We'll see. We will need the Canucks to win a few games for 2-hour streams. Yes, that's true. We got to we gotta make it, incentivize it for sure. So thanks everyone for being here. Oh yes, Edmund, the next Zoom interview, I'll wait till I confirm it. It's not a Canucks media person per se, but it's a Canucks game presentation person, which I think will be a really nice chat. Okay, friends, I'm going to go. So thanks, moderators. Thank you, sponsors. And thanks to all of you for being here. On your way out, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And members that are franchise, Hall of Fame, and Hero, I'll send you a Zoom link either later tonight or first thing tomorrow. So check your notifications and check my community tab. Okay, friends, I appreciate you being here. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. And it's interesting, while we're looking at doing some decorations, we did the outside of our house. Now we're going to do the inside of our house next weekend. I remember a few years ago when I bought a Christmas tree and Kayla said to me, Dad, are you going to put it up yourself? And I said, no, Kayla, I'm going to put it up in the living room. Thank you. I think that was pretty funny. God bless and go Canucks go. Booyah.